welcome back to the 31 Films Challenge. I am the Geordie Geek. It is day 15, so we're just about halfway through. Last night was a short one because as a weekend catch-up, there wasn't really anything to catch it up on from the weekend film-wise. But I got back into it last night and I watched the remake of the remake of The Evil Dead, which is called Evil Dead. And my verdict is that was a big pile of ass crap. I do have some friends that really love the whole Evil Dead franchise thing, and I don't really know what they think about the remake, but I watched it and it was billed as being like the scariest film you'll see. I don't know who thought of that tagline because it was pretty grim. Not in a grim way, more of a grim way. So yeah, I'll not be revisiting that. I think there's just so many different things contributed to it. I mean, the fact, yes, it's a remake of another classic, so you can only do so much, but it seemed like at times that it didn't know whether it wanted to be just a full-on remake or whether it wanted to kind of bring in its own themes and be something else, but it kind of just got stuck in the middle ground, which was pretty poor, to be honest. I mean, Evil Dead, the original film, The Evil Dead, it's like, yeah, it's a horror film and stuff, but you do kind of think to yourself, you get the funny bits, and not laugh out loud funny, but it's like some of the B-movie type parts. But I think in this version of it, they really didn't know how to play those off, because I mean, like visual effects, like the artists and stuff for the makeup, it's like progressed so much. So if you watch the original one now, they do look super weird, whereas in this one they look genuinely creepy. So it's good in that sense, but with that like visual effects, like just like the gore in it, the blood spurt, and it's they tried to capture a tone in the film of being something that would genuinely terrify you. And they didn't. Actually, thinking about it, there's not that many jump scares in it either. I just didn't get anything from this film at all. But anyway, yeah, like like just the gore in it. It's like you're playing it to be really serious and terrifying and shocking, but you still get just blood spatter everywhere where you wouldn't get blood spatter like that. It's not that I've ever, spoilers, not that I've ever chopped my arm off before, but I'm pretty sure that much blood wouldn't happen spurting everywhere, if you know what I mean. There's going to be blood, but it's not going to do what it did. Unless they're in like a 0G vacuum sucked cabin, but I don't think they were. So that's where they got stuck in the middle ground. They didn't know whether to make it as being super serious, terrifying, crap your pants, or look, we're pretending to be a B-movie like back in the day, but with current effects. So didn't enjoy it that way. And also, you don't care for any of the characters, really, to be honest. I don't know if that's me just being a bit of a tool and not liking anyone. Like, I wasn't egging on them to be killed, and I wasn't like, nails in your face. It wasn't that. It was just I didn't really care when they got horribly, horribly mutilated and killed and tortured and whatnot. So, poor. Just don't watch it, to be honest. If you want to watch any Evil Dead, watch the original, because I really didn't get anything out of it at all. So no enjoyment was had. There was a couple of times when I was sitting there and it was just a case of I might just play Angry Birds. So a bit disappointed with it. I'm starting to be honest, I'm starting to run out of the whole scary thing. I've talked to yous over the past 2 weeks and said, yeah, there's creepy parts in films, which some films do really, really well, but I still haven't watched a film that terrifies us. So I don't know if that's because I can no longer be terrified by films like I used to when I was younger, or if it's just, it might be just sitting in the house. If I was at the cinemas, possibly, I don't, but no, there'd be more people there, and it's like, surely it'd be scarier to watch things by yourself. But, so I need super suggestions of people for really terrifying things. There's probably going to be a chance of a lot of like J-horror that I'll be watching, like the original Ring and The Grudge and stuff. So I'm going to have to try and find some really, really weird stuff to scare us, because it's not happening at the minute. I do have plans for a few films that are like in the scary horror thriller genre, but that I know they don't scare us because I've watched them so many times. I plan on watching The Shining at some point in the next 2 weeks, but I'm not. I'm going to save that one because that one will probably be a bit of a longer vlog, because it's an awesome film and I want to talk about so many parts of it. So, oh yeah, rating. I give Evil Dead 0. There you go. So tonight, before I talk about what I'm watching tonight, bonus, I know it's not a film, but Walking Dead Series 4's just started again. So I watched that this afternoon on my lunch break, as you do, just eating, like, what was I eating again? I can't remember. I was eating something that wasn't brains, so that's a good thing. I've kind of, the past season, well, the past 2 seasons really, I've watched them all, but it hasn't gripped us as much. It's like, the pilot for The Walking Dead was absolutely amazing, really good TV, especially if you watch it in black and white as well. When they re-released that was awesome. It was basically just a film in itself. Probably better than most of the ones I've watched so far. So, but it seems like it's started strong this season. They're not wasting any time getting into it. I'm not going to give any spoilers away because obviously it's only just recently happened, so I'll give everyone the chance to watch it. I'll probably do a proper blog about it maybe on the geordiegeek.wordpress.com, it's in the description. But yeah, it's a good start. It's a lot better than pretty much anything from season 3, to be honest, and the majority of season 2. There's a lot more new faces. I'm going to guess we shouldn't get too attached to them because I can't see even half of them surviving through anything. So there's already been shh. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But so that's a good little bonus as well, having The Walking Dead starting again for Halloween, which is props. I'm going to stick with it, see what happens over the next few episodes, and if it continues to not do a lot, then I might just pack it in, because I've got a lot of other stuff to watch. But on to tonight anyway. England are playing football, which means that I'm not going to watch England playing football probably. I am going to hockey as well though, so that's an excuse. But I've went to the parents' house to get a boatload more DVDs because I've kind of went through most of the ones that I brought down at the start of the month. Like I said, I've picked up The Shining, which I'll be watching later. I've got White Noise: The Light, which is the sequel to White Noise, so I might watch that one tonight. Nathan Fillion, boss. I've got Death Watch, like super scary, murdery, Nazi film with Billy Elliot in it. I know it's not called Billy Elliot. 13 Ghosts, which is a one someone mentioned earlier in the month, which will definitely be watched. But I think tonight it's either going to be White Noise 2 or Final Destination, because lols. I know I've just went on saying I need really scary stuff, but again, it's going to be a late one, and I don't want a film that I've got to have to like get really dialed into, because I'll probably not. So yeah, I'll be watching one of those two. You'll find out tomorrow which one it was that I've watched. And until then, I suppose, tweet us at Dixon10. You can use the hashtag 31films. Again, the blog is thegeordiegeek.wordpress.com. They'll all be in the descriptions below my face. You can like the video if it's good. You can dislike it if you want, but that's not very nice, let's be honest. Share it with all your friends, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Reblog it if you're on WordPress as well. And subscribe to the channel if you want, if you like. Bleh. So, yeah. See you tomorrow.